Hi everyone, welcome to the Global Thought Leaders TV here on ABC15. My name is Nim Stan, and today I'm sitting with my special guest, award-winning author, motivational speaker, and mentor, Maureen. What is your middle name again?
Sapoti.
There we go. Maureen, seriously, thank you for being here, and thank you for writing this powerful book, It Will Happen by 30. Before we're talking about your book, I want to hear about your story. What is your story? What is your background?
My story is one of resilience,
Yes.
and overcoming obstacles, and using that troubling time in my life to now help inspire and motivate other people, just in general. I'm a big advocate for women because I feel that women are inherently strong and we have inherent power that we just forget to tap into every now and then. So I wrote this book to help inspire other women and couples that are on their family building journey so that they know they're not alone and they can get through it.
But your story, before you become so powerful and strong, where were you?
I was in a place of lots of despair. After suffering 10 years of infertility, we finally found success in our first cycle of IVF, just to have that result in the death of our daughter. So to go from being helpless in the sense of not knowing if it'll happen, to finally realizing that dream, yay, it happened, to then having it ripped literally away from you. I felt that I was living outside of my body. It was an outer body experience for me to experience that.
How do you get back up when you are in that, that dark day right there?
Of course, I'm not the only one that has experienced trauma, grief, and pain. But it sounds cliche. You literally have to take everything one day at a time and allow yourself, or at least for me, I allowed myself to live in the moments that I was actually experiencing. Unfortunately, when hard things happen in life, the rest of the world doesn't stop. You still have to go to work if you're working. You still have family to tend to. You still have things that you have to do. But in that moment when you're going through that and trying to get over it, if you want to cry, cry. If you want to yell, yell.
Feel it. Be
Feel
human.
it, live it, be it.
Right.
Because it's happening to you.
So what made you decide to name this book, It Will Happen by 30?
Coming up with the title of the book was actually a funny story. I sat with my publisher at the time, and we hadn't had a name yet, or I didn't have a name yet for the book. But every time we had a meeting, I kept saying, well, I wasn't worried about it because I figured by 30 it'll happen. It just became a resounding and repeated, phrase in our author type putting the book together process.
What's the main message that you want the readers to get out of this book?
The main message out of this book is we all make plans. Right?
I know what you're going to say.
Yes.
We all make plans.
We all make plans, and it's good to plan.
Right.
But you have to make sure that you're up for it if things don't go according to plan.
So how can we do that?
The way you do that is with what I call my MCD principles.
What is that?
Not only is MCD the initials for my name, but it is actually what I practice to help me get through.
Can you briefly share with us? The
Absolutely.
M is for?
Motivated. Be motivated.
Okay.
It's important to remember your why. So even though daily you're experiencing the grief or the heartache or the pain, think back to your why so that you can keep going. Stay motivated.
Okay, next.
Is C, be courageous. Because you're on this journey, you're on this path, you don't know what's going to happen. And it's scary.
Yes.
But when you're courageous, you look fear in the face and you do it anyway.
Ooh,
Yes.
love it. What about the last one? D.
Be dynamic.
Ooh,
Now, that one's important to me because oftentimes whenever we're dealing with hardship,
yeah.
we tend to be a shell of ourselves, right? You don't show up as authentically you because you think you're this infertile woman. You think you're this divorced woman. Whatever
You label
it is.
yourself.
Exactly.
And you let other people label you.
Exactly. So
Right.
when you're dynamic, you still show up authentically yourself because you are more than this
Yeah.
thing that's plaguing you.
So after the reader read your book and they're looking for some more help, some more mentorship, how can they reach out to you and what do you have to offer them?
They can reach out to me at my website, www.mcdbe.com. And on my website, you will find services such as fertility coaching, confidence coaching, and I also have my book available on my website. And there are also a couple free gifts on the website that they can download that will help people prepare for their fertility and just to gain their confidence or regain their confidence, positive affirmations that will remind them daily.
So if you can share with us your one word, last word before we end our interview today, what's that one word?
Just do it.
Yay! Here we go. Just do it.
Just do it.
Thank you so much, Marlene, for being here and your powerful work, your powerful message that impact the world. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
You're welcome.